The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertisers.
Set, red 83!
To the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein and Nick Earnshaw. It's the 5th of July. I hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July, Nick. I hope you had a great one with you and your family. And it's a beautiful day out, man.
Another beautiful day in the locker room. It's a Saturday morning. I can't wait to talk all about it with you.
We have so much to talk about today. And by the way, here's my opening song. So I played it last night with Elijah Grace and I watched the fireworks at the McElwee's house. Bob McElwee was an NFL referee for many years. Matter of fact, do you realize he's the only head referee to ref a Super Bowl in 3 different decades?
That's unreal.
So ready for this? So we're on his porch watching the fireworks. They live up in Ocean City around 25th Street area, and we're on the beach and we're watching the fireworks. And after the fireworks, and I always razz him like he's a great guy.
Yeah.
Bob McElwee is. Aunt Betty and Bob McElwee are the best people in the world. Okay, I look up to them as almost like my parents.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and they're wonderful people. But he was always razzing, jazzing me. You know, we always go back and forth. Yeah. And I said, Bob, let me play something for you. I make you a star. You know, just kidding around. Well, I played it for him, and they laughed so hard. The great Bob McElwee, NFL referee, he laughed, and he was twisting them for me a little bit. But his son, Scott, after we left, he said, hey, thanks for coming by and stopping by and visiting. It really made our night. And that was so nice. And my daughter, she's not shy.
No, she's not. She gets it from her dad.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But she was, she was talking to them very, some kids get shy and they don't talk, not AG. But it was great. We saw the fireworks at the McElwee's house. And by the way, man, you know how many people I ran into in Ocean City?
Oh, you were telling me. You were texting me all these people you were running into. You were excited when you came in because you're caffeinated and activated.
Rich Gannon's on the beach.
Oh, look at that.
How about this? AG and I are riding our bike, riding our golf cart down the alleyway. We run into Kathy Engelbert.
Oh, how about that?
Commissioner of the WNBA.
Guess what? Philadelphia's getting a team in 2030.
Getting a team, so she's going to come on in a couple weeks, and we'll talk to Kathy Engelbert. But you know what she said? I introduced her to my daughter. Because Kathy and I grew up together. We grew up in Collinswood. I actually went to school. I was closer with her brother Kurt and Kevin Engelbert. We played Little League baseball and high school baseball together. But it comes from a very athletic family. Kathy goes to the AG. Yo, do you play basketball? Oh. And we had to tell her the basketball story. We went 16-0, won the Catholic League championship.
Won the championship. I
Kathy was high-fiving AG.
Oh, it's awesome. She's recruiting a young star right there. She's recruiting a young star for the league.
Kathy gave me a big hug. It was nice to see her. She was so cool. And I'll tell you what, man. I got a picture from John McCann yesterday of Wildwood. You couldn't even see the beach. There were so many umbrellas.
I saw some videos on social media.
Oh, my Lord.
Packed. And we know how big the Wildwood Beach is.
There were so many umbrellas. You couldn't even see the beach. You know how big their beach is, right?
Oh, it's gigantic, to say the least. It's like walking a mile to get to the ocean.
Yeah,
I mean, my goodness. And it was packed to the gills.
Beautiful, beautiful day. The water is warm. Everybody, there were waves yesterday. People were surfing, surf fishing, and of course, everybody was in the water. It was a beautiful day yesterday at the Jersey Shore.
There's nothing like the summer down the shore.
Man. Where did you see the fireworks?
So we did some stuff on July 3rd in Barrington.
Yeah, well,
they had a parade.
Did it rain?
No,
did it pour?
It rained for a little bit. We did. There was a parade going down. We were playing. I was out there playing basketball.
Yeah, you were getting into it.
I was getting into it. We were running some threes and things like that. So you know me, I love basketball. By the way, I'm wearing the Sixers hat today because Summer League is tonight. By the way,
you're all excited about this.
And
huh?
we were at the courts in Barrington watching the parade go by. It was awesome.
All right, okay, so
Awesome.
Listen, we got a big show lined up. Yeah. By the way, before we got on the air. Let's make this a question. I want to know what the peeps think. You really get into this hot dog eating thing?
Oh, my God, I love it.
I could care less about watching somebody stuff their face.
Joey
it's
Chestnut
disgusting.
He's back.
He's
back.
If I happen to be in front of a TV and they're playing, I'll see just to see.
This isn't
but I will not
television?
I will not go and make an extra effort to watch somebody stuff 130 hot dogs down their gullet.
Billy. It is appointment television.
You know what I?
That's the GOAT you're talking about, Joey Chestnut.
Who cares?
He's the GOAT. 17-time champion.
No, that's impressive that he's done it so long.
70
but I had no desire to watch
somebody
stuff their face with hot dogs.
Oh no, it's a point every year on the 4th of July.
It's disgusting.
At noon.
Ew, they put water. It's disgusting.
It is, but it's great. It's America.
I quit. You know what I quit?
You're un-American if you don't watch that.
It's not American. You know what I equated to? Wrestling. Like Bruno Sammartino and Andre the Giant. That fake stuff.
It's once a year.
Oh, come on.
Once a year. It's a tradition. All right, we'll put out a text board question. 609-403-0973. Do you enjoy the hot dog eating contest on the 4th? Let us know. Tell Billy he's wrong.
Joey Chestnut.
Oh, Mike did have him on recently.
Did Mike have him on?
Yeah. He's the greatest.
I just don't get into it.
It's just been but Joey Chestnut's the reason I love it, and it's a bonding experience.
Why? Because he's won 17 times in a row.
17 times.
You watch somebody.
Billy.
You like to watch the hot. If Joe, all right, let me ask you this question.
No.
If Joey Chestnut wasn't in the equation, he got beat. Would you be?
Probably not.
Okay.
It's Joey Chestnut's
so
the
you're
draw.
doing this for Joey Chestnut.
Love Joey Chestnut, and he beats you so badly. I mean, he won by like
He's
35 hot dogs
He's a skinny
yesterday.
guy too.
70 and a half hot dogs he ate in 10 minutes.
70 hot dogs.
10 minutes
That
yesterday.
is disgusting. That's disgusting.
It's awesome. It's great.
Also, you were getting your stones broke about being a Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
We were just listening to that with Mike Gill.
Yeah, on the Best
First
of
of all,
Sports Facts.
I've done it all. I've Irish goodbye.
Yeah,
But when I go to a party, I come in, hey, I'm here, and when I leave, I do the same thing. So my entrance is about the same as my exit.
I think the exit might even be a little more amplified with
I'm
you.
out of here, the whole 9 yards. I have done an Irish goodbye.
So Josh was giving me crap the other day.
Yeah, how does he know what you do?
Josh, he didn't get it because I said specifically in larger settings, weddings, bigger house parties, I'm Irish goodbyeing, especially if I'm a DD or something, you know?
Yeah, I just got a text message from Jeff. He said the University of Penn new head coach Fran McCafferty's on 37th Street.
Look at that.
I heard talks down in Avalon.
A who's who?
It's a who's who.
Who's who?
I was on a beach with the Holloways that owned the Point.
Now, did you Irish goodbye from the beach yesterday? Have you ever Irish goodbye from the beach?
I say goodbye to everybody, man. See you tomorrow.
No.
By the way, you know where AG is today? My daughter. She's at the Clemick's house.
Clem and M?
Yeah.
How about that?
So then Dave says to me last night, all right, well, I got to go to work and do he does his Clemick performance method, he's training and everything.
Coach
and then
he's
coming back. He says he's got to rush back. I said, why is that? He goes, Coach Vermeil's coming over.
Oh my
goodness. Daughter's going to meet Coach Vermeil.
How about that? AG is a young superstar.
So guess what? Bob McElwee said, you're going to meet Coach Vermeil tomorrow? She says, yes. He goes, you tell that Coach Vermeil, because Bob McElwee reffed that Super Bowl he won with the Rams.
That's awesome.
Is that great?
It's awesome.
So we're going to give him a locker room cup.
Oh, nothing could be finer.
All right, we got Phillies baseball. They took a beating last night. What's wrong with Lazardo?
Oh, man.
But you know what the bright spot for you? How about Bryce Harper? He had 2 hits.
He's back.
He's batting 260.
I'm still worried. I'm very worried about Bryce. Aren't you?
Well, I listened to some of the game on the radio. I was on the beach, so I couldn't see him. What worries you about his swing?
It's the nagging wrist injury.
He had 2 hits yesterday.
I know, but apparently this thing flares up every once in a while. Is this going to be a problem?
Is he going to have
season?
Can he have surgery to
No, I don't think it's
something that he can fix.
Not really.
No.
I think it's just.
So he's got to strengthen the wrist.
Yeah.
But when you're swinging a bat and he swings hard.
I know. That's what.
We
were talking about that the other day.
So he might lose power though.
Yeah, It's something to monitor with Bryce and the wrist injury. I'm very concerned about it. This is like I don't know. Like, he swings hard, like you mentioned. I don't know if this is going to flare up again. It may at the wrong time. You know what I mean? So like him missing games. There's nothing else they could really do about it.
And the Phillies send Mick Abel back down to the minors. Taijuan Walker's going to take his spot in the rotation.
Yeah, big Mick Abel sent down, trying to get things right. I mean, that's a guy you want to be able to trade, right? So, I mean, this is nothing new. It doesn't surprise me that Mick gave up a lot of walks. I mean, this is what he's done throughout his minor league career.
Right.
He's had command issues at times. He's walked some guys and he gets into trouble. But he's just inconsistent, and that's been the notion of his career.
So we'll talk Phillies baseball. We'll talk about the Sixers, and the Flyers did some movement. They made a lot of moves.
Sixers.
So we'll
It's a
talk
big
Sixers.
day.
Also, we have Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda is going to check in with us at 11 o'clock, brought to you by the Vassar Pool Service. And then at the bottom of the second hour, it's the Beach Patrol report with former Lieutenant of the Ocean City Beach Patrol, head of the Ocean City Lifeguard Alumni Association, Jack Brooks, will be here to help us do the Beach Patrol report, and we'll talk with the chief of the Longport Beach Patrol, Tom Kresz.
Let's have some fun.
Next week, guess what? The races start in earnest, and I'll be on the beach every Friday night covering the races until we broadcast live from, hopefully we'll be at the Dutch Hoffmans, the Margate Memorials, and the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships.
And nobody covers it like the locker room.
And thank you very much. We do a great job down there. I think we do a wonderful job. And we give them enough props and exposure. I think it's great because the beaches were so packed all the way up and down the coast. They were doing their jobs, saving lives.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, you got a lot to cover. You ready?
I'm caffeinated and activated.
All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, with the shortest Center City and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. Whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more, the professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime at 609-263-7422. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
If a person is on a date, is it proper protocol that if one person gets their food first, they have to wait for the other person?
Yes.
I tend
because
to
if
agree.
you're on a date, you're trying to make a good impression. You don't want it to be that you're selfish and you're not considerate of the other person. Because that's what you're doing if you eat before their food gets there.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
It's the sizzling summer sales event at Matt Blatt Nissan, where family fun starts with a brand new ride.
0 all month long. How about 0% on the road for 60 months? Or pay 0% on a Pathfinder, also for 60 months. That's 0 down, 0% and 0 payments until August. And with our 4-day return policy, you simply can't make a mistake.
Stuck in a loan or lease? Matt Blatt Nissan wants to get you released so you can upgrade to something your whole crew will love. But don't wait. When they're gone, they're gone. Click or visit MattBlattNissan.com. Unapproved Tier 1 credit, 1666 for 1,000 finance through NMAC. Negative equity may be refinanced, plus tax and $689 fee. Offers can't be combined. Call 877-289-6670 or visit MattBlattNissan.com for full details. VIN RC7383996. MSRP 31115. Offer ends July 6, 2025.
Matt Blatt Nissan, located on the Black Horse Pike and at Carbo Township, right next to the Home Depot.
4th of July savings are here at the Home Depot, so it's time to get your grilling on. Pick up the Traeger Pro Series 22 pellet grill and smoker, now on special buy for $389, was $549. Smoke a rack of ribs or bake an apple pie, this grill is versatile enough to do it all. This summer, no matter how you like your steaks, your barbecues are guaranteed to be well done. Celebrate 4th of July with fast free delivery on select grills right now at the Home Depot. Subject to availability.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw. Hey, Nick, I want to tell you about Good Vibe Rides.
Let me know.
I'm riding around in a golf cart provided by Good Vibe Rides. The new Rage is sweeping the Jersey Shore. Cruise it around town in style. No gas, no stress, just pure fun. Catch the good vibes. It's Good Vibe Rides golf carts. Go to goodviberides.com, pick out a cart, and they'll deliver it to you. Or give them a call there at 732-440-1111. My daughter loves it.
I could see you just driving around.
You know, it's funny because it could be
Ocean
really
City.
hot out, but you don't have any wind. You're in a golf cart, so it's breezy. You're not even hot.
I could see you flying all around 30th
Nah,
Street.
flying's not the operative word because it only goes 25 miles an hour.
That's pretty fast for a golf cart. I mean, come
By
on.
the way, I stopped. We forgot. Let's open up our Blitz's
got it.
orange juice, freshly squeezed.
Woo!
Blitz's orange juice right here. We stopped and saw Dave and Joe Newman, Mackenzie, Maggie, Teresa, Kevin. They're all down there. This is 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. You go down to Blitz's, mention the locker room, get $1 off their 12 ounces of liquid sunshine. Plus, you'll get a free Locker Room 97.3 ESPN cup.
Oh, you can't beat that. You get a free cup. You get $1 off the great liquid sunshine from Blitz's. It's fantastic.
By the way, we've been moving cups too, man.
I know.
That's
Sorry, I
good.
was drinking this liquid sunshine.
Me too.
Don't
609
choke over there.
609-403-0973 is the number. Hey, listen, I'm not into watching people stuff hot dogs in your face, but you might. So what's the question you're posing?
All right. So the question of the day is, do you enjoy the hot dog eating contest on July 4th?
609-403-0973.
And we got Paul from OC chiming in. We love Paul.
Saw Paul on the beach.
He said, great show. Nathan's is a 4th of July tradition.
I'm going to rush home to watch somebody stuff their face with hot dogs. I don't get it.
Let me
By the
finish.
way, you ever eat the Nathan's hot dog? They're not the best hot dogs.
By
the way, when I went to L.A., I heard L.A.'s got the best hot dogs. Their hot dogs, they're horrible.
He says, watch it every year. Joey Chestnut is a machine. See you on 32nd Street.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Joey. He's a machine, but who cares about eating Nathan's hot dogs on 4th of July?
Oh, my God. It's the greatest, especially with how great Joey Chestnut's a 17-time champion.
609-403-0973. 3, you got to chime in. We got to know if you're really into Joey Chestnut eating 70 hot dogs on the 4th of July. Like anybody,
it's a great unifier. It's a great unifier.
It's a New York thing.
No, it's not. It's an American
He's
thing.
up in
It's
New
a
York
4th
at
of
Coney
July.
Island. Isn't they at Coney Island?
Yeah, it's at Coney Island.
I don't like anything New York, including Mr. Met. I love Mr.
You know
Met.
me. I'm not a big New York guy either.
Nah,
but there's
yeah,
nothing,
that's right. You hate New York fans. All of a
this
sudden,
has
you like
nothing
Joey
to-
Chestnut.
This has nothing to do with New York. It's just
Chestnut.
the joy of watching Joey Chestnut be great.
609-403-0973. Do you watch the hot dog eating contest? Is it must-see TV for you?
I'll watch it on my phone if I'm out and about on 4th of July. That's how locked in I am to the Joey Chestnut eating 70 and a half hot dogs yesterday.
Oh, man. By the way, you should have seen all the people on the beach with their own fireworks. It was just as good as the fireworks show.
You know, I was driving last night.
Unbelievable.
I'm driving down the Pike, and you just see fireworks all the way down the Pike. It was awesome.
Unbelievable.
Awesome. So cool.
So let's talk about non-fireworks. How about the Phillies bullpen? Ready for this? You know what their collective ERA is?
What is it, Schweiner? Let me know.
4.42. Ranked 24th in the majors. Only the Rockies, Orioles, Diamondbacks, Angels, Athletics, and Nationals are worse.
That's a great crew to be a part of, isn't it?
So
I'm being sarcastic, but
the July 31st is a trade deadline. We have other holes to fill, but you got to get bullpen help. Now, they're putting Taijuan Walker back in the starting rotation.
Yep.
I would imagine that after the All-Star break, Andrew Painter's going to come up. But guess what? His last outing wasn't that impressive.
no, he has not been great down in AAA as of right now. Mick gets sent down. The bullpen just is an issue. It's a massive issue. Now, by the way, we have to remember, the Phillies will have an opportunity to get Alvarado back before the end of the year.
He can't pitch in the playoffs.
I know. I was going to preface with that. You let me finish.
All right.
So you get Alvarado back to get you into the postseason, right? But then, like you said, he cannot pitch in the postseason. So you have to go out and get a couple. You might have to get 2 arms, honestly,
right,
at this point, because they all stink.
Not only does the bullpen stink, the center fielders for the Phillies are batting .235 with a slugging percentage of .309 against left-handed pitchers. They're not. I mean, and the right field, the right field and left field is not much better.
You know, it's funny because this is a first-place team we're talking about here. The Philadelphia Phillies are up on the Mets in the NL East right now, which is
bad. Right, as bad as things are, we're still a half game up on the Mets.
But like the reason we are talking about their issues is because the issues will get magnified in the postseason. You can't have a bad bullpen in the postseason. You got to be able to close out games seamlessly in the playoffs. That has to happen.
All right.
And then the bats always go cold, so they need another right-handed bat.
But they have been manufacturing runs lately.
They have.
They have been. But you see they bunt in the third inning, and I watched the highlights. Obviously, I saw the Reds, their third inning. They lay down a bunt, a perfect bunt. They talk about manufacturing runs. They put together a great third inning. And Luzardo couldn't even get out of the third.
The Phillies were up 3-0. They had a great start. Castellanos, he hits a home run.
By the way, he was lipping off at a fan yesterday.
Yeah,
huh?
he was. So
what do you think? I think that was a drunk fan.
I think it was too. I was reading some of the comments that people were around there saying that on social media that it was a drunk fan just saying some nonsense, and a lot of the players stood up after the game. It was shown on NBC Sports Philly like really quick. They were yelling back, and probably for good reason. So the full story hasn't come out, but according to some accounts on social media, fans being in that area, it was an individual who had a couple of adult beverages, probably too many.
By the way, Kepler wasn't in the lineup the other day, yesterday, but after his public acknowledgement outcry, he hit a home run and went 2 for 3 the other night.
It's great. One game.
Still batting, 213?
Yeah, it's I still don't love the signing. He had a point. I got it, but
you still don't believe he should have aired his dirty
laundry.
Okay.
Not out to the public.
Here's the strength of the Phillies pitching staff. Well, the three main pitchers, Zach Wheeler, Ranger Suarez, and Christopher Sanchez. Did you see the Junes they had?
The what?
The month of June?
Yeah.
Wheeler, his ERA was 0.58 in the month of June. Ranger Suarez was 1.30. Sanchez, 1.76. All three of those guys should probably make the All-Star team.
I know. And listen, by the way, you know the All-Star game is going to be in Philadelphia next year.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
I've been, matter of fact, I think in 93, my brother Bobby and I went.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it was great.
I can't
I was
wait.
at the Vet. I saw an All-Star game at the Vet.
Now, we were the home run derby looks really good this year. You got Acuna, you got Cal Raleigh, the big dumper out in Seattle. It's a great nickname.
609-403-0973 is the text board. The question is, Nick,
do you enjoy the hot dog eating contest
Joey
on the
Chestnut.
4th? And by the way, we got another text coming in from Dan in the HT. He said, OMG, no. I can't stand.
See, Dan knows sports.
I can't
That's
stand.
not a sport. That's debauchery.
He said, I can't stand the soggy dunk in the water.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Wet hot dogs at cookouts are a complete no.
Who was the girl, the little girl? Like, she was tiny as heck.
She ate like 30-something hot dogs, too.
You remember her name?
I
forget
remember
her name. But it's disgusting. Like Dan just said, they dunk the hot dogs in water.
It's awesome.
By the way, Zach Wheeler was the pitcher of the month in June.
He was. 5
starts. He went 2-1 with a 0.58 ERA. He pitched 31 innings, 42 strikeouts, and only 7 walks, Nick.
He has been fantastic. Fantastic.
He's been fantastic for the last 3 years.
And you know what? You might only have 2 more years of him, too.
I know, right?
You only have about 2 more years.
Now with this in the equation, we don't know what's going on with Abel or Painter, right? I don't know about it. I mean, Ranger Suarez is going to want a king's ransom, especially with his new agent, right?
Yep.
You might not even be able to keep him.
Yeah.
Unless he gives us a hometown discount.
Well,
I doubt it.
I mean, and it's funny. We talk about Castellanos. There's rumors about Castellanos being traded. Jim Bowden put out a quote the other day that was really interesting.
Only if they can get something for him, like an arm,
that
right?
The Castellanos rumors don't go away. I'm paraphrasing, but that's very fascinating.
Well,
that they don't go away.
I can't believe that Dombrowski's not. He's not happy with probably Nick going. Remember when he got? Well, I'm sorry, when he got benched.
Yeah,
he had a blow up with. He said something inappropriate to
Rob Thompson.
Yeah.
And
maybe Dombrowski's not happy.
He's not great with runners in scoring position. Defensively, he's a liability. And he's going to make $20 million next year. So if they were to trade him. He hit
his 11th home run the other day.
If they were to trade him, you'd probably have to eat half that contract. And then if you look at the other side of things with Ranger, and by the way, Castellanos is his own agent now. He got rid of Scott Boras, and Ranger Suarez hired Scott Boras. So I'm fascinated to see what they do at Ranger because – I mean, I don't think you can get rid of him the way he's pitching right now. You can't trade him at the deadline. And I was someone who was advocating maybe you can get something for him because you might lose him in free agency. I just don't know how much they're going to pay him. Are they going to pay him?
Castellanos is batting .278. He's got 11 homers, 49 RBIs. I mean, the guy's having a good year offensively.
He was paid to be a power hitter,
right?
And he's not producing the power you thought you'd get out of him.
So Turner's got 11 homers. Castellanos has 11 homers. Bohm's 7. Kyle Schwarber. By the way, how about this stat?
I would love to see him in the home run derby again.
I saw this the other day. All-time fewest career at-bats per home run. Mark McGwire, 10.61 at-bats per every home run. Aaron Judge is next with 11.22. Babe Ruth, 11.76. Barry Bonds, 12.92. Shohei Ohtani, 13.56, and Kyle Schwarber, 13.73 home runs per bat.
He's a dinger hitter. That's what he is.
That's why he should be in the third or fourth hole.
Yeah, it would have been better if he was in the leadoff spot. If Castellanos could, protect somebody in the lineup and, you win 90-plus games with Schwarber. You win the World Series with Schwarber.
You said
leading off.
Before the show started, you said that's why he should be in a leadoff spot.
No, I said that's why he should be in a ledoff spot.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I got to have more Blitz's orange.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, we got to go to break. But enjoy it during the break.
The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8888. 8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. That place is booming right
Love
now.
La Scala's.
That back, that back beach.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Come off the beach, have yourself, get some great food, have a salad or whatever, and a couple of adult beverages. They got rock and roll playing back there. La Scala's opened 2 summers ago now to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza and their daily specials. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. And they just opened up another La Scala's in the Ocean Casino, Nick.
Oh, we got to do a show from there or
Go
something.
down there and get my meatball trio.
Yeah.
All right. When we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and Nicky Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Tax season at Tom's River Volkswagen means we're paying the sales tax. Yeah, we've got over 1,000 vehicles on sale and we're paying the sales tax. Tell that nasty old tax man to go straight to Tom's River Volkswagen or Tom'sRiverVW.com because we're paying the sales tax.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from the locker room. Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties for brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them the locker room sent you.
Level up your summer projects with 4th of July savings on top brand cordless power tools from the Home Depot. Whether you're working on a fence, a planter box, or a new workbench, get the power and runtime you need with the Ryobi One Plus 18-volt 2 toolkit from the Home Depot for only $99 was $139. Get 4th of July savings on the cordless power you need to make summer projects easier than ever. Right now at the Home Depot.
The seafood, extraordinary. The value, tremendous. The sunsets, on the house. It's Yuri's Waterfront Restaurant. Dine indoors, on the deck overlooking the bay, or watch the game at Sliders Bar with a new baseball-themed sliders menu. Enjoy delicious seafood, including Yuri's famous all-you-can-eat crabs, tropical summer cocktails, and daily specials. Yuri's has a kids menu and an arcade. And next to Yuri's is the Boathouse Restaurant. 2 great ways to experience the Jersey Shore's best waterfront dining. Yuri's and the Boathouse at the foot of the bridge in Wildwood.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nicky Earnshaw. We got a text board question. Do you enjoy the hot dog eating contest? Do you look forward to it? With Joey Chestnut, 609-403-0973.
Oh,
I don't care about a hot dog
tradition. All right.
Nathan's Hot Dogs up in New York. Who cares?
All right, Tim in Summers Point chiming in. The hot dog eating contest played 5 or 6 times over the weekend at my hotel in Avalon where I work. It is the grossest thing I've ever seen. And I had to watch Chestnut stuff his gullet multiple times.
That's what I
It was
said,
awful.
Nicky. See that, Nick? I'm very perceptive.
Yeah, you got
Who cares about? I bet you people up in New York love it, but people down here are like, who you want to see?
Televised.
Like they eat. They put water. Like they put hot water. It's
hilarious.
disgusting.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. 609-403-0973.
All right, so we got another one. Monica, Ocean City, local 32nd Beach,
Nice.
32nd Street Beach.
How about that?
She said, here we go. Thought Joey Chestnut was going to hit a higher number, but always love his dedication. Curious to see how these people feel 24 hours after the contest, because I can't even imagine.
Could you imagine that? I wonder how sick he is after that.
I know.
I want to be around a Joey Chestnut after he does that.
He actually got interviewed, and he
Mike
said,
had him on.
Mike had him on, but I'm talking about a different interview that was done, and they asked like after the fact. He's got to do interviews after. He's like, I go back to the hotel.
He can talk.
Yeah, he can talk. It's so he's.
I have no desire to watch somebody stuff their gullet with Nathan's hot dogs of all. Like I like Ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them.
Awesome. I look forward to it every year.
Oh, that's disgusting. 609-403-0973.
Do you just not love greatness? I mean,
greatness.
Greatness.
That he can stuff 70 hot dogs down and have.
Who do you know could do that? Nobody.
I don't care.
It's impressive.
That's really impressive, isn't it? How many? Like, how long does it take him to do that?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So he just that like so he has it's unlimited time as long as many as you can eat. Then I guess
many in 10 minutes.
Yeah, as many in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you only have 10 minutes.
I've never watched it.
It's a countdown. You count down.
I've seen it on the news. I've never paid attention.
And next year you're gonna watch because of me. Maybe I'll come down
I'm
to
not.
Ocean City.
No, I won't.
I'm gonna put it on your television. I might
busy
lock the channel.
I was busy yesterday. I got up. I rode my bike on it. Well, I had to write my article and cut my promo.
You can always go watch something on the go.
I rode my bike on the boardwalk. We had our breakfast at Bob's Grill in Ocean City, which was famous Bob's Grill. Then we came back and we went on the beach.
Yeah. Watch it on your phone.
Yeah.
We got to get you in the 21st century. I know you got your papers over there. I know you enjoy it.
I know you want to talk about the Sixers.
The 76ers.
Now they start their summer league tonight.
Oh, yeah. 9 o'clock on ESPN and ESPN Plus tonight.
Hey, do you like Trenton Wofford?
Like
You like him?
So, a funny nugget
He had
for
a
you.
free agent from the Nets.
Yeah, funny nugget.
The Nets stunk.
That him and Tyrese Maxey were roommates in 10th grade.
I like that.
How about that?
10th grade.
10th grade.
And apparently they razz each other every time they played against one another.
Yeah, I like
So
it.
you like that?
I like it. It's a nice signing. It's not really a needle mover for
I know
me, but
we'll get into
good
some Flyers
rotational
on the other
piece.
side, when we come back from the next break. But the Flyers made a bunch of moves that are like, just sideways moves. But let's talk about the Sixers. This Dembona, do you like him?
Dembona, yeah.
I mean,
he was great. He was great last year. I liked the Dembona last season. He was awesome for the 76ers. That's why I'm curious to see how they utilize Joe Broom.
Well, so you're really excited about VJ and going against Ace Bailey.
Oh, I mean that's. See, let me
reevaluate that. I think that I'm gonna be interested in that. When I first came in, I was like poo-pooing it, like who cares about the summer league? But you know what? The more I talk about it, yeah, I will see. I'm honest.
Yeah, I know.
You convinced me. I'll be very interested to see that.
Now, I'm not the biggest summer league guy, and I've said this on the sports.
I was never a summer league guy
because I have bad memories through Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz. That's why I'm like I get nervous around the summer league. Tonight, I want to watch because they're facing Ace Bailey. It's Edgecombe versus Ace Bailey. That's why I'm locked in tonight. Like I want to see it, but my goodness.
How about Janai Broom?
Oh, Janai Broom. Oh, I can't.
Like Charles Barkley came out and said he's like the best player ever come out of Auburn.
I mean, that's high praise from Chuck. I'm excited. I want to see Edgecombe versus Ace. And I want Edgecombe to have a big night. I just want Ace Bailey. I want to get dunked on because of how he's been. I just want to see him just falter.
What's that on ESPN tonight?
Yep. 9 o'clock.
I got ESPN in my house.
They got it on the analog?
I just
get your clicker out, Swiner.
I'm in the summer, I'm SOL because when the Phillies come on like Apple TV or any of that stuff, I'm out. I don't have that capability at my house.
I know.
I can't afford it.
Listen, I know like the Sixers have really let us down almost every season. Almost every season of my lifetime, pretty much. But there's a feeling. They've drafted a lot of young guys.
You have a feeling?
You got a feeling. Now, usually when I have a feeling about the Sixers, it goes the opposite.
By the way, why are they giving Janai Broom? Why are they giving him a hard time? Because he's 22.
Because he stayed in college, I guess.
That's
for a while.
that's admirable.
I don't mind that.
I
at all.
like it, man. Years ago we had McKee, Andrew McKee on here.
Yeah, right.
He was saying that the fact that these kids come out of college too early is messing the NBA up.
I don't disagree. Yeah. Well, he stayed in college for a while. He was a transfer from Morehead State, then went to Auburn, and he actually went through the draft process before with the 76ers.
Right.
And then he went through it this time. They kind of told him what he needed to work on. This guy's a rebounding machine. He's very good on the defensive end. I know everyone was looking at, his vertical jump, and that went viral on social media. Who cares? He was really good at Auburn.
Care at all.
I think he could develop into a nice piece for this team. I'm just curious to see how the Sixers utilize him because they have a Dembona. There's rumors they're trying to trade Andre Drummond, so they have some backup bigs already. So I could see Broom spending some time in the G League, and there's a lot of players in the NBA who become rotational pieces as well as starters.
He said he wants to play.
He
said he wants to play. He wants to play in the NBA. Right away.
Well, I understand that, but you got to look at the
how about Ubaselli, man? He's a little sour.
Yeah,
Ubaselli, huh?
The freaking Knicks.
The Knicks. And you know what the Knicks? That's Villanova North.
I know. Well, they don't know what they're doing.
They
fired their coach for no reason.
Did I tell you I saw Coach Jay Wright coming out of the Beach Boys concert? He's tanner than I am.
Oh my God! I've heard some people that your tan's lacking this year.
Is that right?
That's what I've heard.
I was on the beach all day yesterday.
Just saying.
And believe me, I worked in the parking lot through that heat wave. That was not easy, dude.
Do you have a lot of water out there?
Oh, I had like 5 bottles of water. You think I'd lose weight? Yeah, I was in a sauna for 3 days.
You were.
But
work on that tan.
Ubaselli, he's a little upset with the Sixers.
Yeah, it seems like they lowballed him on his offer. Now, I don't know if that has something to do with Quentin Grimes. They still haven't signed him back, right? They only offered a qualifying offer. I don't think there's teams that have really been as interested in Grimes. And there's reports out there, $25 million a year for Quentin Grimes. Way too much.
Guess what?
Way too much.
Don't they? All right, so they got Paul George. How much they paying him? They're paying him a lot.
Yes, he's on a max contract.
Embiid.
I don't know the exact number.
Same thing. Maxey, same thing. How are they going to afford all these guys?
Well, that kind of goes along with you don't want to pay Quentin Grimes $25 million a year, which I think is just put out there for smoke.
You have to pay a luxury tax, correct?
Yes. So there's the aprons. There's the first apron. There's the second apron with where the 76ers are at. They can only go so far, right, before they get into the penalty.
By the way, speaking of owners, speaking of money and owners, like Josh Harris is going to be part of the WNBA. I mean, didn't we break up like monopolies back in the oil monopoly back in the day? Why does he? Why does it? He owns the Devils.
Yep.
The Washington team.
The Commanders.
The Commanders. The Sixers are now the WNBA team.
Well, he's also got a soccer team over in the Premier League as well.
What? How's that fair?
He's got money. What do you want me to do here?
He's got a monopoly on things.
I don't disagree, but a lot there's owners throughout the leagues that own a ton.
See,
he's not a Philly guy, and that's what irks you.
I
get that.
Like
I agree.
Josh Harris.
I agree. I'm not because he's not from this area, and he's just very corporate.
Yeah, I mean, he's from the Washington area.
He's from the DMV.
So I think that his heart's with the Washington Commanders.
Oh, he loves Washington.
But that's it.
He was a Commanders fan growing up.
And you know what? Guess what? If the Commanders would have beaten us at the NFC Championship game last year against the Eagles, you would have seen his face smiling, accepting the trophy.
I know.
How bad would that have hurt Sixers fans?
Oh, it would have hurt so bad because the Sixers can't get past the second round. And his team gets to the first year. It's like the first year he owns or second year he owns the Commanders. They get to the championship game. It's unreal.
Give me your honest assessment, Nick.
Okay.
Is Embiid going to play? Like Maxey was tight-lipped the other day on NBC Sports Philly.
On John Clark's podcast.
He wasn't. He wasn't like. Nobody's saying anything. We don't know. We don't know anything. And people in the absence of truth and honesty, you're going to get speculation and rumor.
I know. I hope. I mean,
there's people that think he's not ever going to play again.
No, I think he's going to play. But will he be the same?
No.
That's what I don't know.
Look, I just got a needle put in my knee. But
Are you comparing knees right
no,
now?
but
Is that what we're doing?
I'm telling you, man. Guess what, though? I can walk right now.
Maybe Joel can walk, too. I mean, it looks like, he was...
Give him a needle. We'll call Dr. Sean McMillan and tell him, give him a needle.
He was pictured at one of the soccer matches recently. Looked good, looked healthy. Remember, last year... Going into the season, he lost 20 pounds. He was in really good shape. Just the knee was the problem. And I get so nervous when big guys have knee issues at his age.
7'2" big guys.
But he came into the year in great shape. That's something that we can hang our hat on a little bit.
Give me your impressions on how Daryl Morey has done in the offseason so far.
I mean, they haven't really had to do much. I mean, they don't have a lot of money to work with.
That's right, but I mean, he's made some moves. Obviously,
I mean, there's not much. There wasn't much to do. I mean, they are locked in with Paul George, Embiid, Maxey. I mean, that's your core. The draft, I'll give them
rate the draft.
I'll give them an A-. I like Edgecombe and I like Jonai Broom. I think those are solid foundational pieces for this team moving forward.
So this is the year. This is the last year of Embiid.
This is
make or break,
year.
right?
If they don't make a run this year, I
can't wait to talk to Mr. Negadelphia.
The coach, Daryl Morey. I mean, this is the year where it's like, okay, if they don't make the playoffs or they have a bad season like they did last year, I mean, they're gonna strip it down they're gonna start with the young guys.
All right, I cannot wait to talk to Mr. Negadelphia at the top of the hour, brought to you by the Vassar Pool Service. And, because let's face it, right now, I would have to say the Sixers are not in a good spot.
I'm going back to the nosebleeds this year.
Until I get you tickets.
Until
I'll
we
talk
go.
to Dr. Dom and put us right in the sixth row, right behind the visitors' bench.
He will. And that's what, remember,
Bob Euchre seats.
Didn't we go, wasn't Harden, was it a Clippers game we went
to see James
and
Harden
someone was
play?
saying something to Harden. Remember that? They should have kept him.
All right.
Too bad Daryl Morey lied.
All right, 609-403-0973 is the text word. Want to know if are you really get into Joey Chestnut eating hot dogs on 4th of July, stuffing his face? 609-403-0973 is the text board. Give us your opinion. Nick says he likes it. He looks forward to it.
Love it.
I don't. 609-403-0973. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with over 20 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call at 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club. Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. When we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Hoping everybody has a great 4th of July weekend. We're back on Monday, looking back at the Phillies weekend against the Reds. Football at 4 is a Mosher Monday mailbag edition. If you have an Eagles question for Jeff Mosher, send it in to our text board, 609-403-0973, and we'll answer them on Monday's show.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate. at 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous Tiki Bar, plus The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around, with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
4th of July savings are here at the Home Depot with up to 40% off, plus up to an extra $600 off select appliances with free delivery like GE Profile. Simplify your routine with GE Profile appliances, from refrigerators with autofill pitchers and multiple dispensing options to all-in-one washer-dryer combos that can wash and dry a full load in under 2 hours. Shop 4th of July savings on top brand appliances now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid June 18th through July 9th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Looking to shine this summer? It's the event you've been waiting for. Robert's Fine Jewelers in Northfield is holding their annual half-off sale next week, July 8th through the 12th. For 1 week only, everything in the entire store will be half off. That's right, half off stunning diamond rings, diamond necklaces, diamond earrings, and so much more. For 5 days only, treat yourself or someone special to timeless luxury at unbeatable prices. Only at Robert's Fine Jewelers. Shop with interest-free financing. Robert's Fine Jewelers. When it's half off, it goes fast. RobertsFineJewelers.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw. We got a bunch of text messages, Nick.
Oh, yeah. People are divided on this hot dog eating contest.
I don't care about Joey Chestnut eating hot dogs on 4th of July. It's disgusting.
Boring.
All right, go ahead.
No
Read them
fun.
off. Read them off.
All right. Hey, first we got Pat texting. He says, hey, guys, shout out to you guys from 80th Street Beach in Sea Isle City. The locker room on at the beach is summer.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you. That's
very
pretty
much
cool,
appreciate
man.
it. Thanks for
609-403-0973.
That's awesome. We love it. We love it.
All right.
All right. Jerry and Abseekin says, I hate all New York stuff and teams and snobbish people. They could stick their hot dogs where the sun don't shine.
Yeah, I love it.
Listen,
who cares?
I agree
Nathan's
with that.
hot dogs, they're horrible.
I agree
say
with
that.
Jerry
Did I
on
get in
most of
trouble
that.
for saying that?
I agree.
I don't like them. I'm being honest.
I agree with Jerry for most of that.
All right.
But I love watching Joey Chestnut win.
Read them up.
How do you not love that?
I don't like it. I don't look forward to it. I don't care about it. It doesn't register on my radar.
All right, this might be the text of the day.
All right.
I like the hot dog contest just as much as Nick's push to retire Foles' number 9. Hate it. Jeff in Ocean City. You know what, Jeff?
Yes.
It's a bad text.
So I'm up 4-2, right? 5-2 or something.
I don't know. Listen.
Yeah, you don't know all of a sudden.
I don't know. I
Go
can't
eat a
count.
hot dog. Go eat a hot dog.
I forgot how to count.
Keep them
actually.
going.
I forgot how to count. But yes, those are our texts right now. How do you not love it? It's just
What
It's
about
just awesome. It's just so American.
Somebody that wants us to come to Ocean City.
Oh yeah. Let me pull that one up. Give me 1 second here. We got a lot of
nobody cares.
Listen, I got a ton of texts coming in. So, by the way, so Joe and Marlton chimed in.
Joe and Marlton's listening.
So he said, "Hello, Billy. We met up twice in Ocean City last year. Tommy Green and Chegg and Marlton in January. Please let us know when you're doing appearances in Ocean City again. Hope to catch you soon." Well, you could catch him on his little golf cart there. He's riding all around Ocean City.
With my daughter, Eliza Grace, who's me. She's probably with Coach Vermeil right now.
Wow. She's a star.
609-403-0973 is the text board. The question is, do you really look forward to Joey Chestnut and a hot dog eating contest?
It's fun. It's a fun thing on the 4th of July.
You know what's 4th of July? Fireworks. Apple pie.
Obviously.
By the way, I'm riding around town on my golf cart on my bike with my daughter. Barbecue. You smell the barbecue cooking.
Yeah, hot dogs.
Everywhere. You can smell it. It was in the air.
I think you and I should have a hot dog eating contest now.
I can't do that.
Why?
By the way, I know I look like I haven't missed a meal, but I can't eat. Like
I might need a couple of hot dogs.
I can't eat a lot at one sitting.
All right.
I could never eat. I could never do a hot dog.
Show us our inner Joey Chestnut. I mean, the guy's it's unbelievable.
So I'm up on you there. See that? And I would imagine if we kept going.
Come on, where are my hot dog eating contest
Very
people?
lopsided win for me.
Come on. I mean, it's
Who cares
great.
about Nathan's eating hot dogs?
It's really about
Nathan's hot
Joey.
dogs.
It's really because last year I didn't watch.
All right, but I will say this:
I
you
didn't
like
watch.
the fact that he's won so many years in a row.
It's just impressive.
Last year
It's
they didn't
so
let him do
impressive.
it because he signed with another hot dog
Yeah,
company.
and it was a big stink, and now he's back. It's a fun thing to watch, and he just is great
Pizza
at it.
Watson hot dogs, Oscar Mayer hot dogs. How about that?
I don't care. I could care less about the brand. I just love the content.
Ballpark
I love the
Franks.
competition.
Ballpark Franks. Philadelphia. Listen, I went to L.A. I went to Dodger Stadium. Everybody's telling me how great their hot dogs were. They were horrible.
I don't care.
They were horrible.
Dodger dog.
They should bring back Dog Night.
I know Dollar Dog. I do miss Dollar Dog
bag.
Night. I do miss Dollar
What do
Dog
you
Night.
buy? You can buy what now? 2 for
BOGO. They got the BOGO.
What is that?
Buy one get one free.
BOGO.
They got yeah.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Mr. Negadelphia is coming up next.
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to say? I guarantee he doesn't watch that, doesn't look forward to it, doesn't even care about it.
That's a good question. All right, by the way, Jeff from Summers Point chiming in. First time I ever watched it and almost threw up watching it. No go on the hot dog eating contest. This is brutal.
You're getting destroyed. By the way, we're streaming live on the X platform. You can watch us there, or the YouTube channel, The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. X is at Locker Room 973.
That's
First
1
hour's
hour.
in the books.
That was fast.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Hey, hour 2, we'll pick things up right where we left off. Mr. Negadelphia P.J Corda will check in, brought to you by the Vassar Pool Service. Then at the bottom of the hour, well, actually, I think Jack Brooks should be here momentarily. We'll do the Beach Patrol report, brought to you by McCann Realtors of Seattle City and the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association. We'll have Jack Brooks. This week we'll talk with the chief of the Longport Beach Patrol, Tom Kresz. And then, of course, next week, all the races start in earnest. And I'll be on the beach covering it all, getting interviews and a whole lot more. So stick around. Got it all coming up next. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Hey, this is Josh Hennig, inviting you to join me this Saturday for Hanging with Hennig, 12 to 3 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN. We'll talk about the state of the Phillies 3 weeks before the MLB trade deadline and the state of the Eagles 2 weeks before the players report for training camp. This Saturday's guests include AP senior NFL insider Rob Motti and 97.3 ESPN.com Phillies insider Frank Close. Hanging with Hennig on 97.3 ESPN is sponsored by yesterday's Creekside Tavern, South Jersey's best sports bar in Marmora. Boxing Insider Promotions presents Summer Boxing Action at Tropicana Atlantic City Showroom on July 25th. Colemic Performance Method in Egg Harbor Township and Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. That's Hanging with Hennig this Saturday, 12 to 3 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN FM, the 97.3 ESPN mobile app powered by First Bank of Seattle City, and streaming live on YouTube and X in the Dr. Squatch Virtual Studio.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Down in the rinse straight. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Fights odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Hey, it's Brighton Richards from Apex East Roofing. You know, the blonde-haired girl in the pink truck. Do you want to make your house really stand out from all your neighbors? Then have us install a custom metal roof. With 26 different colors to choose from, you can be the talk of the town. Go to apexeastroofing.com where you'll see that we're an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred contractor, an elite status held by only 1% of roofing companies.
Get a price on your roof in 30 seconds at apexeastroofing.com.
Lowe's knows how to set off your July 4th with savings. Right now, buy one, get one free on select one-coat coverage interior paint via Visa gift card rebate. Plus, get two select 2 or 2.5 quart red, white, and blue annuals for just $10. Hurry, these July 4th deals won't last long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for more details.
I thought people like me didn't get addicted to drugs. That's like saying people like me don't get sick. Just like anyone can get sick, anyone can struggle with addiction. And when you're struggling, there's no shame in getting help. I'm over the shame. I know who I am, and I'm in recovery for me.
Call 844-REACH-NJ. Talk to a counselor for confidential addiction help and see if you're eligible for no-cost treatment. 844-REACH-NJ. From the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Let me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein, Nicky Earnshaw. Hope everybody had a wonderful 4th of July. And everybody's down at the Jersey Shore. The communities are packed, Nicky Earnshaw. And I got to tell you, man, I got a text a picture from John McCann of Wildwood. You couldn't even see the beach, Nick.
It was
there were so many umbrellas you couldn't even see the beach.
I saw some of those videos yesterday. It looked insane.
Ocean City was packed. All these beach communities are just packed.
It's the 4th.
And of course, we have a text board question at 609-403-0973. Do you like the hot dog eating contest? You look forward to watching the hot dog eating contest. Joey Chestnut eating the hot dogs on 4th of July. Who cares? I have no desire to watch it. I'm not interested in it, but you have a different opinion about
Boring. Boring. I love it. It's fun. It's a fun thing, and when you have someone as great as Joey doing it, I mean, there's nothing better.
Nick, come on.
There's nothing better.
Well, guess what? I can't wait to get my first guest, his opinion. It's time for Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, sponsored by the Vassar Pool Service. Not happy with your pool, people? Call Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda. Good morning, P.J.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
Hey, first of all, let's start this off by saying I wish I would have known where you were earlier because you sent me a video from your vantage point in Ocean City above Shrivers watching the fireworks. That was phenomenal.
Yeah. So my buddy Blue's place there on 9th Street, we were right above there, and that's where they shoot off the fireworks right in front of 9. So
you were right there, man. Were any ambers hitting you?
Yeah. I mean, you get all the smoke afterwards. Yeah, exactly. You know?
Happy 4th of July to you and your family, PJ. But before we get started on the sports aspect, I don't know, you even can't consider this a sport, Nick. I don't know.
Oh, it's a sport. It's called Major League Eating.
Okay. We've got a text board question at 609-403-0973. PJ, I don't know about you, but Nicky looks forward to this Joey Chestnut eating hot dogs, Nathan hot dogs on 4th of July. I could care less. What say you?
Well, I'll be honest with you. Nick's making me a little uncomfortable about how much he likes these guys. On these hot dogs, all right? But, look, I'm not here to say, that's right. I just feel like certain things are better done by females than males. If we were to have a Philly,
cheesesteak eating contest? I don't know.
Women only. Women only.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Let's just see what they can eat. You know?
Listen, I got to tell you, man. I've never put any stock into it. I've never said, I got to go see it. Who cares? I mean, I've seen it on the news. I paid a little bit of attention to it, but it's like, it disgusts me. The guys, they got to wet the hot dogs down with water, and it's disgusting.
The great Joey Chestnut. Come on, Mr.
Negadelphia.
With
Nathan. And Nathan hot dogs are horrible.
You can't tell me that's not impressive.
It's like the Wing Bowl, but it's for hot dogs up in New York. You know what I mean?
That's in New York. So you could care less one way or the other, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, if they get rid of it, nobody's going to miss Joey hot dogs over there.
Oh, it will be. It was a big stink last year. He didn't participate.
People in New York.
He didn't participate. Joey Chestnut is the draw. He is the draw.
Joey's the only thing that I can say this, Mr. Negadelphia. The only thing that it really impresses me, the fact that he's been on top for so long.
17-time champion.
That's impressive.
Well, there was that. Remember that one guy, Kobayashi? Remember the one guy? Listen, I assume all these guys you don't hear from after a few years. They're probably all getting help with whatever else is going on.
The intestinal problems.
Yeah, I'm sure this leads to some issues down the road.
I just love greatness, and that's what Joey brings.
Before we actually get started with our conversation, I'm a little upset with you, Mr. Negadelphia.
Wow.
Yeah, you're very critical. We went to the NHL. We went to the Flyers NHL draft party. Everybody was excited. The next day, I'm reading on Twitter and X and all this stuff that you're not impressed with the Flyers draft.
Listen.
Or are you just playing devil's advocate?
No, listen, here's the deal. I agree with you that we need some bigger guys up there. We needed a center, really. But, I agree with you. We need some bigger guys. I just think that these guys are going to have to put on some weight. They got the build for them, but they're not big yet. They're going to have to, grow into it over the next couple of years.
The average size of the guys were all the draft picks together was 6'3" or something.
They tall, but they were 175 pounds.
Oh yeah, but that's because they're young. They'll fill out. Listen, I know there are a lot of people, Mr. Negadelphia. There are a lot of people, not a lot. There are a few people. I'm not going to name any names. That are very critical of the Flyers. I totally disagree. Big guys beat up on little guys, and I've talked to several people that told me when the playoffs come around, you need to be big and physical. You got to have skill, but that goes hand in hand. You got to find somebody with both.
I don't disagree. The only thing I will say is that they better start feeding these kids this summer and getting them bulked up, ready for the season.
Everybody was worried about the Flyers passed on 5'11", 177-pound James Higgins, who he goes to Boston. Trying to get a Brad Marchand. That's not as easy as said. It's not easy. That's right.
Yeah. No. I listen. Look. There's times where we got to fill the position. If the role's not there, you go with the next best guys. I'm not crazy disappointed in it. I just want to see what's going to happen,
Because reading your post, it looked to me that you were very negative, very down. Wow. And I know you're Mr. Negadelphia.
Listen, I'm cringing listening to you guys this morning talking about basketball, and I was like, are we talking about the team that won 24 games last season? Because Nick acts like they're ready for the championship game next week.
Nick is the ultimate optimist. I mean, I remember who we were interviewing from NBC Sports. Amy Fadul. And I said, this guy, he when we asked Nick a year ago, I said, who's going to win the next championship in Philadelphia? He said Sixers.
The Sixers.
Usually when I'm high on them, they usually go the other way. So take with a grain of salt.
So are you going to watch the NBA? You going to watch the Summer League tonight? Is that on your viewing list for tonight?
Yeah, listen, I'll catch the game. I mean, we'll see what our young boys getting in there, what they're going to do. I'd like to see what we got, but, regular season comes. I mean, these young guys jumping in there are going to have to make a big difference because we're coming back with the same team. Like, we're not – it's just them and what we had before. There's nothing different. And we won 24 games with them last year. And I know Nick's going to say injuries or whatnot, but you can anticipate that's going to happen this year too.
Remember, they're going to have work with load management next year. I mean, remember we were at the draft and Charles Barkley made the first pick for the Flyers. And what did he say? He loves NHL hockey. He loves the grit and the determination. He said these guys they don't deal with load management. Look at Keith Kachuk. He played with an abductor thing. His abductor muscle torn off the bone. He played with a hernia. He wins the Stanley Cup. Paul George missed 2 months with a broken pinky finger on his non-shooting hand.
And he got paid a lot less. Let me tell you something.
And he paid all his attention to his podcast.
Oh, yeah, his podcast. And then let me tell you something else. Like, I just don't see how these guys, with all the money they're making, they're getting paid all this money, they don't feel guilty a little bit. They got to have a little bit of guilt out there. Like, I'm just robbing these guys, But
we're talking with Mr. Negadelphia as we do each and every Saturday, brought to you by the Vassar Pool Service. The Phillies, Mr. Negadelphia, I mean, they lose last night. They can't get out of the third inning. What's wrong with Luzardo?
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, we're letting up a lot of runs, okay? But here's the thing. We're getting the bats moving, okay? We're starting. I mean, if you load the bases up and you put Baum at the plate, he'll guarantee you that he won't hit the ball. He's set up ready for that. But other than that, we've been doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? We're getting the runs in. We're like, I had hope in the 8th inning. I was like, man, are they going to come back and win this?
Well, how about Bolton looking at strike 3?
Oh God!
See, but you know what the hard part is. If you just look at the box score, he went 1 for 4. He's batting .282. He's been playing. He's batting .282. He's been playing a little bit better defensively. But when it was crunch time, he couldn't deliver.
It's like those key moments. The game's in your hand. You know what I'm saying? If Bryce Harper's up there, I feel like we win that game.
He did knock a run in yesterday. He got his 39th RBI.
Mr. Negadelphia, I gotta ask you this question. Regarding Bryce Harper, like I know he had a couple of hits yesterday, he's looked okay, but isn't in the back of your mind, aren't you worried about this wrist injury and it could just it feels like it could flare up at any moment in time? Aren't you a little worried about that?
My thing is that, look, we're in first place. Health should be management for us right now, right? We want to make sure at the end of the season our guys are able to play well, hit the ball, not have any issues. So this is the time for us to recover, make sure that he's good, put in the time to do it. I don't want to hear at the end of the season now, his wrist is bothering him, this is it. Like, now's the time to fix it. So, like, if they're going to address it, they should address it now.
Well, the thing is,
he got 2 hits yesterday, went 2 for 4, Nick.
This is a thing where it could just flare up at any point. That's the concern about it. Like, he could start feeling uncomfortable, and he's got a hard swing. Like, Billy and I talked about it earlier. Like, he
does
has
swing
a violent swing.
His bat very hard.
Violent. And if it's his wrist, I'm nervous. You can't tell me you're not nervous, Mr. Negadelphia. Come on, you're Mr. Negadelphia.
No, listen, no. And wrist injuries. I mean, that's I mean, look, we need them healthy. I guarantee you this: we are not going to win without him. We can't win this without him. So he's got to stay good, and we got to work through it. And maybe he needs to get a little grit to him. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Mr. Negadelphia, the Phillies are on pace to win 96 games this year, which would be one better than last year.
Not bad season. Yeah, I mean, look, our record shows not to hold well into the playoffs. So even though we do good during the year, it doesn't help us as much when we get back.
Do you feel confident you're going to shave your head at the end of the year? Because I think we're going to have a nice, lustful head of hair here, Mr. Negadelphia. I think that caterpillar might come back for you on your lip.
Listen. I had the razors out when Baum was at the plate, and I put them all away right as he looked at the ball. Instead, of even swinging the bat, instead of just swinging at it, at least giving us a shot, All
right, Mr. Negadelphia, we always love hearing from you, and thank God. I mean, I knew you and I were on the same page when it came to this hot dog eating thing. Nick's out in left field.
Yeah, we can't have those hot dogs in Philly. You keep it up in New York. They could go eat the hot dogs up there.
All right, PJ, as always, we appreciate you, and we'll see you in Ocean City.
Sounds good, gentlemen. Have a good day.
All right, there he is, Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda, sponsored by the Vassar Pool Service. Not happy with your pool people? Call the Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for drag and tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Vassar Pool Service, 609-204-6939. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the Second Hour Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. They deliver. Now, let me tell you about McCann Appraisers. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann & Associates, 609-263-7422, whether for commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce financing, and more. The professionals at John A. McCann & Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call anytime, 609-263-7422. When we return, we'll continue with more in the locker room with Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Hey, it's Mike Gill. Hoping everybody has a great 4th of July weekend. We're back on Monday, looking back at the Phillies weekend against the Reds. Football at 4 is a Mosher Monday mailbag edition. If you have an Eagles question for Jeff Mosher, send it in to our text board, 609-403-0973, and we'll answer them on Monday's show.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi there, this is the Negadelphian from the locker room, and I might be negative about our Philly sports teams, but one thing I'm positive about is Elisa's shoes. Are you looking for the perfect pair of shoes? Then step into Elisa's shoe store on Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey, where style meets comfort. From trendy sandals or everyday sneakers or an elegant heels for a night out, they've got it all. Their friendly team is there to help you find the perfect fit, no matter what the occasion. That's Elisa's Shoes at Asbury Avenue, Ocean City, New Jersey. Go to elisashoes.com or call 609-391-8859. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Level up your summer projects with 4th of July savings on top brand cordless power tools from the Home Depot. Whether you're working on a fence, a planter box, or a new workbench, get the power and runtime you need with the Ryobi One Plus 18-volt 2 toolkit from the Home Depot for only $99 was $139. Get 4th of July savings on the cordless power you need to make summer projects easier than ever right now at the Home Depot.
Looking for the ultimate sports bar experience? Welcome to Ventnor Social, Down Beach's newest upscale sports bar. Watch every play on 27 big screen TVs with a state-of-the-art sound system that puts you right in the action. Grab a cold drink, savor American eats and fresh seafood, and don't miss their unbeatable lunch, happy hour, and dinner specials. Enjoy live music on the open-air deck, an arcade for the family downstairs, and video games that will level up your night. Ventnor Social on Ventnor Avenue. Visit their Facebook page for up-to-date info and specials.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw, 609-403-0973 is the text board. What's the question, Nick?
All right, today's question is, do you enjoy and look forward to the hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July?
Come on, Nick. You can't look forward to that.
Come on, it's awesome.
Well, let's go to somebody that's when I talk to this guy, I just think of summer. Look what the wind blew in. Former lieutenant of the Ocean City Beach Patrol, the head of the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association, the one and only Jack Brooks.
Well, it's great to be back.
Jack, man, the show doesn't work without you, Jack.
You know, it seems like summer to me, too, as well, when I'm back here doing this and thinking about all the great racing coming up on the beach patrols, the stories. I mean, how hard the beach patrols working this weekend. It's packed. It's packed from bulkhead to beach.
Well, we were just talking, and we talked, because I know John McCann sent you that picture as well. The picture of the Wildwood Beach, he said it's good to be in the wood. It was all umbrellas. You couldn't see the sand. They have one of the biggest beaches in the world.
They have a huge beach down there. So if that's full of umbrellas, it's full everywhere. And, a little patience will go a long way on the beach, too. I find as an old lifeguard, it would be a lot easier solving every problem if people just said, hey, everybody's down, everybody gets a turn. Yeah, because it's crazy when it's like that.
All right, Jack, we're going to have you jump in on the question that we are posing to our listeners at 609-403-0973. This Joey Chestnut, he's won, 17 years in a row?
Not in a row, but 17 times.
17 times. He's dominated. But do you look forward to the hot dog eating contest on 4th of July like it's part of Americana?
Well, I'll tell you what I like. I like my own hot dog eating contest, I like to slam one down when I'm checking the grill out in the morning.
Okay.
Just getting the grill ready.
Just get it ready.
And then I have a couple more, maybe at lunch, just those quick lunch hot dogs, and then finish up with the day. And as you speak about hot dogs, yesterday, the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni.
He's got it plugged.
Well, we fed hot dogs to the whole Ocean
City Beach Patrol. Did you really?
Well, the whole Ocean City Beach Patrol.
Nice.
Everybody got a hot dog on the stand, a bag of chips, and all because of the benevolence and the generosity of the alumni. So we do a lot just to feed the troops.
Well, you do a great job with that, and the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association is doing a very admirable thing this year. You guys are recognizing people that put 25 years or more service in the Beach Patrol.
I don't know.
In Ocean City.
Yeah, in Ocean City. I don't know how people kind of miss this over the years, but we've got a lot of guards that do a lot of time on the Beach Patrol, come back year after year. They don't have to retire at 25 and out. Some go even longer. But think about a career that you start as a young person competing for a job.
Yeah,
I mean, like where else do you swim, you run, you compete to go and actually get the job? And then you put 25 years in after that, and annually you got to do the same test and try to re-qualify each year.
You have to stay in shape. Let's face it, you're providing a service. You're saving people's lives. You're making sure that everybody stays safe on the beach and in the water.
And two schools of thought. One is, of course, it should be a younger person's job, and the older people shouldn't be around. I will say that.
But there's so much to be said for experience.
Experience, supervisory, and a lot of guards with 25 years of experience have seen 25 years worth of stuff.
Yeah.
And they
a
keep
lot of
the
stuff,
beach
Jack.
safe. A lot of stuff.
a lot of stuff. By the way, yesterday, so my nephews, Colin and Cody Schweim, are on the OCBP Lifeguard. They're lifeguards, right? OCBP. There you go. Oh, is that for me? Look at that. If you're on the StreamYard, look at that, Jack Brooks. I'll put that on my golf cart.
Oh, that's great.
They gave me an OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association license plate.
Oh,
I
that's
love
great.
it.
That's
Thank
gonna
you,
go,
Jack.
That's going to go great when he's
that's-
riding around like a crazy man through Ocean City on the golf cart.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna put it on my wall behind me.
Oh, there you go. Put it in your
That's
man
even
room.
better. No, this is my man room. Jack, thank you so much. So anyway, Colin and Cody Schweim, I went to see Cody on 20th Street. By the time that I spent there was 3. Now that all the guards have radios.
Yes.
Back in your day, they didn't have radios.
No.
Sorry to date you, Jack.
Well, when I started. When I finished, there were
But when there was a missing child, which you get a lot of that, what would you do? You guys would hold the child up on the top of the stand and blow a whistle so everybody looked at you.
Well, that was.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore.
But the time that I was visiting Cody Schweim on 20th Street, there was four missing children coming across the radio. And you know that happens in all the beach communities up and down the Jersey Shore.
Well, you put yourself in a kid's perspective. If they're 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, they're at the
or
height,
younger.
They're just right off the sand.
Right.
And mom and dad are somewhere, and they run, and then they panic, and then they start running.
Right.
Eric Becker, the chief of the Ocean City Beach Patrol, wrote a real good article at the beginning of the summer talking about lost children. And one thing so many people forget is to tell the child to find a lifeguard. Tell the child to find a lifeguard. Because if you do that, then you have, we do have radios, we do have things. We also get the good Samaritans that see the child, or the child was playing with other people's child, and they start to look for the mother, and then they start walking around. I'm telling you, the center post really should be come to the lifeguard, and the lifeguard will know how to get it out to everybody, and they'll see people. People are so helpful on the beach to be able to find parents.
Yeah.
But it is a panicky thing. I mean,
and they ultimately, in the time that I was there, I was only there for like 10, 15 minutes talking with Cody. There were announcements that there were kids missing, but they also relocated them with their family, which was great.
Within 5 to 10 minutes, it's usually all over and the child's reunited. And I think that's it. You really do depend on the professionals. And this is like 16-year-old lifeguards up to 25-plus years of service. But everybody knows what to do with a lost child. They hunt, and if it happens late in the day, they'll stay until that child is found. They will not abandon the beach. It's not like, I'm clocking out here, I'm off the stand. They want a reuniting to happen. Also, let the kid, or what we also have instructed for years, was have the parent write on them the address or the parent's cell phone number.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Because
nobody has their cell phones on them in the beach.
And I mean, for the kid, it's a little tattoo,
Right.
But really, it's like that,
No, that's smart, Jack.
Mom or dad, and here's the number.
Because kids just run off. Like they're excited.
And the parents are probably on their cell phone.
And they're
that's true. He was just here a second ago, and it's funny how.
And now you're getting a phone call.
But I will. I mean, again, this is the wisdom of my many years of service.
You definitely have a lot of wisdom, Jack.
And so we do just think about those kinds of things, action that you can take, a little bit of help like that. But also, today's a check-in day. So a lot of times, the weekly check-ins come.
Yeah. Transition day, Jack.
Transition day. But, they'll come down for the first dip around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's like a platoon coming over the bulkhead. They're here for the week. And that's great. But usually they've got to be oriented. So what street are you on? Where's the house?
It's very important.
And you got to tell the kids. And the kids aren't going to necessarily remember. But like I said, a little, cell phone number somewhere on the lifeguard will pick that up in a heartbeat. Idea. What's the parent, and the parent, they'll engage them with conversation to try to calm the kid down.
All right, we got Jack Brooks in here, former lieutenant of the Ocean City Beach Patrol. Of course, he runs the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association. Jack, this is going to be the last week we start the Beach Patrol report on Memorial Day, and we usually try to interview as many chiefs or captains up from all the beach patrols up and down the Jersey Shore. Today's the last day of that because next week we start in earnest. I'll be on the beach covering all the races. We'll culminate in our 3 coverages of the Dutch Hoffman, live broadcast of the Dutch Hoffmans in Wildwood, the Margate Memorials in Margate, and, of course, the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships races that are going to be in Avalon this year. But I'll be on the beach starting next week in Longport at the Mike McGrath Memorial.
And you have led the way with that. That is.
That's why I got a license plate.
That's why you got a license plate. It is cutting edge. What other community, has that? And there's 31 races this summer.
Oh,
31.
Wow.
I mean,
That's a
the
lot.
schedule used to be the big three.
Yeah.
And then there were one by one. They added more. They added some women races. They've added some running races and different rowing races. So it's a full racing schedule. And it's not about that. Like the Beach Patrol wants to be proud of the job they do every day.
Sure.
But you did compete to get the job. And I will tell you, every lifeguard is a little bit competitive.
Jack, when we come back, we're going to officially start the Beach Patrol report with you. We're going to talk with the chief of the Longport Beach Patrol, Tom Kresz. So we look forward to that. The first hour, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Hey, I want to tell everybody about La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine. We love the place. It opened 2 summers ago now to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza and their daily specials. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. Want to remind people they just opened up a new La Scala's in the Ocean Casino, so you got to get there. All right, when we return, we'll have the Beach Patrol report for you. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw, and Jack Brooks right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
If a person is on a date, is it proper protocol that if one person gets their food first, they have to wait for the other?
Yes.
I tend
because
to
if
agree.
you're on a date, you're trying to make a good impression. You don't want it to be that you're selfish and you're not considerate of the other person. Because that's what you're doing if you eat before their food gets there.
Wake up weekday mornings with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
The Point is your destination for a tropical oasis at the Jersey Shore. Now with 3 locations on the bay in Summers Point, at 43rd off the boardwalk in Sea Isle City, and our newest location right in the heart of Wildwood on Ocean Ave. The Point has the best food and drink specials with their famous Tiki Bar, plus The Point features live music at all 3 locations 7 days a week and is always family friendly. For more information, check out The Point on Facebook and visit them at dothepoint.com.
Do you want to get in shape and feel great and look better on the beach? At Local Gym and Fitness, located at 908 Asbury Avenue, you can accomplish your goal. 4 local guys with a passion and experience in fitness wanted to open a gym that delivers a quality, hospitable, clean, and friendly environment. Don't be intimidated. Be a local. Local Gym has the best equipment around with 4 fully loaded Olympic and CrossFit platforms, Jacob's ladders, Stairmasters, bikes, and ergs. Local Gym and Fitness provides quality trainers to lend their expertise with all your training needs. They're open 7 days a week. Memberships are affordable, so be a local at Local Gym and Fitness. Call them today at 609-545-8732 or go online at localgymandfitness.com. I'll see you there.
Lowe's knows how to set off your July 4th with savings. Right now, buy one, get one free on select one-coat coverage interior paint via Visa gift card rebate. Plus, get 2 select 2 or 2.5 quart red, white, and blue annuals for just $10. Hurry, these July 4th deals won't last long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 7/9. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for more details.
Get ready for a night of non-stop laughter. Colin Jost, star of NBC's Saturday Night Live, is coming to Ovation Hall at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City on Saturday, August 2nd. Experience an evening filled with hilarious comedy from the Weekend Update co-anchor. Don't miss your chance to see Colin Jost live at Ocean Casino Resort. Tickets are on sale now at theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw, Jack Brooks, and, of course, now it's time for the Beach Patrol Report, brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle. For rental and sales, call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey lifeguard news and racing schedules, and by the Ocean City Beach Patrol Lifeguard Alumni Association this summer, honoring all the lifeguards with 25 years or more of service in Ocean City, reminding you to be safe and swim near a lifeguard. Now it's time to go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room the chief of the Longport Beach Patrol, Tom Kresz. Good morning, Chief.
Morning, Billy. How's it going?
All right, we're having our Beach Patrol segment. You're the last chief that we're going to get a chance to interview and talk with before we actually start covering all the races. And of course, former lieutenant of the Ocean City Beach Patrol, Jack Brooks, is here with me. And Tom, before we get started, do you pay any attention to the Nathan's hot dog eating thing with what's his name, Joey Chestnut?
Joey Chestnut.
Do you pay attention to that?
I don't, but that was quite the topic at our American Mile last night.
I'm just not into seeing a guy slam 70 hot dogs down his gullet.
Yeah, that's impressive.
All right, yesterday I was telling Jack Brooks, we're here doing the Beach Patrol report, that and John McCann sent us a picture of Wildwood. He said it's good to be in the wood. There were so many umbrellas, Chief Tom, that you couldn't even see the beach. And Wildwood's got a huge beach. I'm sure Longport was packed too.
Yeah, our northern end, you couldn't see the beach. Between the umbrellas, tents, and flags, if you wanted to see the water, you had to be in the lifeguard stand. That's how crowded we were.
Well, it's been beautiful. The water's been warm too, Jack Brooks. I don't know if you had a chance to go swimming yet, but the water's been beautiful. It's been warm, and usually that brings jellyfish, right?
Eventually.
We don't want to see that, Chief. There. Yeah. Chief, I know yesterday Ocean City, and I'm sure all the beaches up and down the coast have a similar situation where you have a lot of lost children that wander away from mom and dad, and you guys and gals on the Beach Patrol, it's your job to locate them.
Yeah, so yesterday we had 5 alone, which for small Longport, that's a big number. We might have 1 or 2 on the weekends, but 5 in one day, that's pretty high for us.
What do you recommend, Chief? Chief, what do you recommend? Jack came up with a good idea. Maybe put the phone number of the parents on the kids, write it on their arms or something.
I like that idea. Personally, I like to put my kids in bright shirts, so I see the neon yellow. I know they're right in front of me. We try to educate our kids as much as possible when they are missing, and then we ended up finding them. That look, if you're lost, just go right to the closest lifeguard. They'll get on the radios. We'll start driving down the beach looking for mom or dad. But education is really key for us.
I think it is for every beach patrol. This is Jack. And, we always find them. We don't seem to have anybody that's permanently lost. But it's I think that education, and for people that are just there for the week or something, you got to kind of remember the lifeguards are your friends on the beach. And the kids need to know that, too. They're a safe
Absolutely.
spot. Yeah.
Hey, Chief, the races are going to start. You have the Mike McGrath Memorials coming up, I guess, next Friday, and Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy they've been rowing for how many years now? They've been together.
Quite a while.
So but you got to stay competitive. I know is your beach patrol similar with a lot of other ones where you got to have a city row off to see who's going to represent Longport in the out of town races?
Yeah, so our doubles row off is going to be Monday. We have a few crews signed up to challenge Sean and Mike. We had singles last week, and our beach EMT, Joe Costa, just edged out Mike. So he'll be competing for us in singles to start out the year. But this year, we have some good interest in our younger guards wanting to go out there and compete. So Monday should be fun, a good challenge, and we'll see how it shakes out.
Now, how big of a beach patrol is Longport? How many guards do you have? How many stands are set up so the people know?
I have a total of 60 lifeguards, and we have 12 stands over the 1.5 mile beach that we have here in Longport.
Longport, by the way, I don't know if you know this, Tom, but I was on the Longport Beach Patrol, and I love Longport. It's a great little community. And so when is the Mike McGrath Memorials?
So our women's invitational is going to be Tuesday the 8th, and then the Michael McGrath Memorial is going to be Friday, July 11th.
And what time, who's involved in the Mike McGrath Memorials, and what time do they start?
They start at 6:30, and it's the Atlantic County Cruise. So Brigantine, Atlantic City, Ventnor, Margate, and us.
Look, we look forward to seeing you on the beach, Chief, and we thank you so much for all you do to keeping our bathers and the public safe, and I look forward to seeing you at the races.
Sounds good. Thanks, Billy.
All right, there he is, the chief of the Longport Beach Patrol, Tom Kresz. I love it, Jack.
Been doing it a long time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
When you see a guy like Mike McGrath and guys like Mike McGrath and Sean Duffy, I love seeing that we know them. They give us great access. If they win, they'll let us interview them and everything. They're gracious with us. But you start to worry about they're getting a little long in the tooth, and you get younger guards coming in, Jack, that are pushing these guys.
Well, and I think that was what he was indicating, is there's another crew that's coming up, or there's other singles rowers that are coming up, and that's just part of it. But I will say the wisdom and knowledge, when you've done so many races, it's kind of, I know the NBA is starting today, and they're the
summer league.
Summer league.
Yeah, don't get him
locked in.
Well,
locked in.
Locked in. I know. I heard Nicky earlier. He's locked in about that.
Don't get him started, will you, Jack?
Well, my correlation is, I think it's the same with the beach patrols. You start somewhere,
right?
And, these are people that have made it to the NBA.
Yeah.
So these are people that have made it to the big time.
Right.
They may have had some seasons of rowing,
and they've won numerous. They've won several. They've won a few big races. Let's face it.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you see these older crews during a season where they're just consistent. They've been in big races. They don't panic. They know how to make that boat go. They understand when the wind blows this way, the tide's going to go that way. There's a lot of strategy to the rowing.
For like Graves and Gowdy from Margate. They won. Look at all the races they won, and then their time has come and gone. You got guys like David Funk. Look at the Funk family.
And that's it.
From Ventnor.
Some of these people they're rowing year round. They're involved with it year round. They're bringing other people along. Like, I think any person knows, my season is now, but it may not be next season. So you want to see you want to always see your patrol as successful as it can be.
And Jack, I agree with you, because we've talked. We've interviewed numerous racers. The one thing that they always say to a man and a woman is experience, whether you're a swimmer or you're singles or doubles.
And that was touched on too. The Longport women's race comes up this week, and the women rowers and the women athletes are there too. And there's a great sisterhood out there of them. They really do compete.
Sea Isle City, I think the 38% of their beach patrol are females.
Yeah, and to me, when I was on the guards, and I go way back to where there were no women on the beach patrol.
Right.
I started a long time.
And Copeland was
well, they broke the ice. These were people that came in.
The glass ceiling?
The glass ceiling back in the days of Mad Men. I feel like I was more like if you watch a 1960s show, That was the beach.
You ready
patrol
for this,
in that
Nick?
era.
You know, I was his mascot, right? John McShane. That's I'm not trying to date you there, Jack.
Well, you,
but
you did. Thank you.
He dated himself too.
Nick, but
He's got the paper over there.
Like young guys look up to NBA, NHL, NFL players, NHL players. Young kids look up to lifeguards and say, "Hey, I want to do that."
If you want to see that, many of the towns are running a junior lifeguard camp.
Yes.
And how many kids come from a little summer camp for a week? And
So
then
I want to be a
they
lifeguard.
aspire to be a lifeguard.
That's right.
Next thing you know, they're 16. They're trying out. They're working out.
You know what the
they're-
head
they're
lifeguard
doing
makes
ahead
it?
of time.
What the head lifeguard makes in California?
I
a
did
year?
see that.
Did you see that?
I did see that.
$500,000.
Wow! I realized I was on the wrong coast.
You went to the wrong coast,
I went
Jack.
to the wrong coast. Yeah, it's like going to a big NBA program. You know, like saying, "Well, why am I starting in summer league? I want to be up there with a guy that's making like $40 million." You know,
Jackson there making $40 grand.
Yeah. In total.
Yeah,
in total over my
Right,
lifetime
right,
of lifeguarding.
right,
it's 40
right.
grand, yeah. But I did see that. But you know, look, people will always talk about that and use examples. But how much responsibility do you have?
Right.
Being a police chief, a fire chief, a rescue squad member, beach patrol. They see in the other communities, we disappear for a few months every year.
Right.
They're there all the time.
Yeah,
Surf rescue is a big thing because it just means all these guys are trained that extra mile to get in the water and
Plus,
go
they have
do
to
it.
deal with like shark bites and all kind of
Everything.
stuff. I mean, they see it all.
It's professional lifeguarding. The United States Life Saving Association came on board. You see that in some of the Florida patrols, even though they're somewhat seasonal down there as well. But it's a lot of responsibility, and we put a lot on our 16-year-old kids to go through, as your nephews have.
Yeah.
That training. They've got to be responsive, and when you're 16 and you get something that is not unusual,
Right.
your mettle is tested at that point in time. It really is.
Jack, I was on the beach patrol for like 3 or 4 years in Longport. Never had to really save. I mean, I'd make some rescues and some, keep people from getting into real big trouble.
Were you too busy eating lunch that you couldn't go in?
Come on, Jack.
He's reading the paper.
Listen
that's
to.
always good.
Jack, ready for this? I'm going to really date you now. You know who I used to listen to? Paul Harvey.
Yeah, there you go. And the rest of the story?
Yeah. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
That was too crockett. Anyway, but the whole time that you're training for this, I didn't actually save a life until like several years after the beach patrol when I was up at Point Pleasant. It just happened to, and I had to give mouth to mouth. It all came back right back to me.
Number one question rookie's parents ask him every day when
Say,
they get
Chet,
home.
look, listen,
Did you
if you
save
don't-
anybody today? You know, and it's like I didn't get a chance to. You know? like the older guys were going to make sure.
Well,
that,
preparation, like the lifeguards today don't really blow the whistles like we used to back in the day.
you have a few things that help. Number one, it used to be a free-for-all. Today, there's green flags in most of the East Coast and the North Jersey. Now, some places, we were in Ocean City, Maryland recently. You know, it's kind of like swim where
Just go. Just do whatever.
You do whatever, and it's retrieval. You know, like
right.
somebody gets into trouble, and then they're going to go and retrieve it.
Right.
People don't like the boxes, but our sand, sugary sand that it is, it's great to sit
beautiful
on.
Sand. I love
but
our
it's
sand.
not. But rip currents happen all the time,
Right.
and rip currents aren't there all day. It happens like a certain tide, a certain wind. And so that's training for those young guards too. Where do you keep people out of more than, and where can you put them? You know, that's something that takes a little seasoning.
All right,
to do.
Jack, I'm going to ask you to do something real quick. I know that's not your MO.
You didn't give me a heads up about this.
He didn't give me a heads up either.
Well, because we're going to be up against it. If you can do it, can you give us a rundown of some of the highlights, some of the big races in the next 2 minutes?
I can give you highlights. As we said, Longport this week, that's one of the first things that's going to happen. You have the big three all the time that you're going to broadcast.
Right.
Now, that's 3 Fridays in a row.
Right.
Last Friday in July.
25th.
1st of August. And the 8th of August.
Right.
And those are the ones that are the granddaddy of them all, and they pack the beaches, and that's
Right.
the championship
Right.
round. Now, you have Red Bull, too.
Yeah,
And Red
Red
Bull
Bull.
comes up now, and that's one of the other lifeguard things that have come about.
And all the beach patrols from up further north participate. That Lavalette, Harvey Cedars, things like that.
Right. And I thought that they just did a great job explaining, well, we do our island. So we've got this coming Friday. It's going to be Brigantine, the Absecon Island people. There's another one that goes down into the Tri-Counties, from the other beach patrols. Some of them are just really, they're kind of preparation for the big races. But in this month, you have a lot of swims and different things like that. But the Longport Memorial's coming up on the 11th. You got Red Bull on the 14th.
Okay.
That's a prize money race.
Yeah.
That's
a big time race.
It's a big time in Ventnor. Great race to watch, different events. And as you said, patrols challenging themselves from all the way from North Jersey all the way to Cape May.
I love that.
That's a great race. Ocean City Women's Tournament on the 15th of July. That's become a huge event as well.
Will you be down there announcing that one, Jack?
Well, I have the last few. If asked, I probably will. But that's the I do a little bit to keep the people entertained and informed on the beach about what is this event replicating in lifeguarding.
Okay. And then we have the Kerr Memorials, I believe. We have the Atlantic City Classic.
18th is the Kerr Memorials. So you've got the Classic is coming up. That's the other one. Dutch Hoffman's then on the 25th. Okay. Brigantine. I mean, there's so much action, but it's posted on the OCBP Alumni and Friends Facebook page.
Right. There you go.
And you can see exactly the whole racing list, whether it involves Ocean City or not. We're spreading the word for everybody.
All right, Jack. I want to tell you about Good Vibe Rides. The new rage is sweeping the Jersey Shore. Cruise around town in style. No gas, no stress, just pure fun. Catch the Good Vibe Rides. That's Good Vibe Rides golf carts. Go to goodviberides.com, pick out a cart of your choice, and they'll deliver it right to you. Or give them a call at 732-440-1111. Hey, the Circle Liquor Store has been around for over 83 years. It's offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker with Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw, and Jack Brooks right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver David Klemick. Are you looking for the ultimate spot to go catch the big game? Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township is your home for great food, cold drinks, and non-stop sports action. Whether it's an NFL, MLB, NBA, or NHL game, they've got all the action on their big screen TVs, plus one in every booth. Sink your teeth into their famous wings, juicy burgers, thin crust pizza, and signature stromboli. Thirsty? They've got ice cold beers on tap and handcrafted cocktails that keep you refreshed. So bring your crew, grab a seat, and feel the energy at Bulldog Sports Bar and Grill in Galloway Township. It's where sports fans go to win. Tell them Dave Klemick sent you.
Hi, this is Billy Schwein from The Locker Room.
Pro Image Sports is proud to announce the opening of their brand new Ocean City Boardwalk store, located between 8th and 9th Street. They carry a huge selection of men's, women's, and kids' jerseys, clothing, headwear, and novelties for brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. If you're looking for Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, or Sixers gear, or your favorite national team, Pro Image Sports has it all. For more information, stop by today or follow them online at fantreasures.com or on Instagram at ProImageOC. Tell them the Locker Room sent you.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Shop 4th of July savings at the Home Depot right now and get up to 40% off, plus up to an extra $600 off select appliances with free delivery, like Samsung. From all-in-one washer dryers to smart refrigerators, upgrade to tech you can trust with Samsung appliances. The Home Depot has what you need to simplify your routine. Don't miss 4th of July appliance savings at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid June 18th through July 9th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Looking for the ultimate sports bar experience? Welcome to Ventnor Social, Down Beach's newest upscale sports bar. Watch every play on 27 big screen TVs with a state-of-the-art sound system that puts you right in the action. Grab a cold drink, savor American eats and fresh seafood, and don't miss their unbeatable lunch, happy hour, and dinner specials. Enjoy live music on the open-air deck, an arcade for the family downstairs, and video games that will level up your night. Ventnor Social on Ventnor Avenue. Visit their Facebook page for up-to-date info and specials.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw, Jack Brooks. Want to remind people the Beach Patrol Report is brought to you by McCann Realtors of Sea Isle City, 4111 Lannis Avenue in Sea Isle. For rental and sales, call 609-263-7422 or go online at McCannRealtors.com, where you can also keep up with all the South Jersey lifeguard news and racing schedules, and by the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association. This summer honoring all lifeguards with 25 years or more of service in Ocean City, reminding you to be safe and swim near a lifeguard. Jack Brooks, as always, thank you for coming in and facilitating the Beach Patrol Report.
Well, as they say at the bottom of the bay, you were floundering without me.
Yeah, the ratings drop when you walk out.
They spike through the roof right now. No, it's been great to listen as you've done all this stuff. Now we're in racing season, which I absolutely love and excited. Your commitment to doing the 3 live remote races. We are on it.
Let's get
this
going,
is excited.
Jack.
Let's do it.
Swim near a lifeguard. By the way, the sand's been so hot. I mean, you better have your flip-flops on or just sprint across that sand.
In
boy.
Nikki's place, slide.
Yeah, he went with black socks.
Yeah, prefer
Black
with
socks, all of it.
All right, and Nathan's Hot Dogs, Nick, you lost that one.
That's fine.
I smoked in that.
I'm going to watch it again next year.
All right, I want to thank Mr. Negadelphia P.J. Corda for checking in, as always, every Saturday at 11 a.m. And thanks to Chief of the Longport Beach Patrol, Tom Kresz. As always, thank you, Nick Earnshaw. Thank you, Jack Brooks. I appreciate it for all you do for the OCBP Lifeguard Alumni Association. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. I'll be back at it tomorrow with Tommy Green. See you tomorrow.